There's a huge opportunity in the market right now. There's a way to invest in real estate that's low risk, highly profitable, and great for beginners. I'm going to show you the best strategy to get started. We have a big problem in the United States. There's an affordability crisis. The home values are too high, the mortgage rates are too high, and wages and income have just not increased enough to keep up with the increase in prices. So people have a struggle getting into entry-level homes. What do they do and where do they go? This is the solution I'm offering to you and to others. This is an opportunity for you to get into investing at an affordable rate and also provide housing for others at an affordable rate, therefore solving part of this affordability issue. What I am talking about is room rentals. This is a strategy of investing in real estate that I started with and that I know is effective and that can work. It may not be for everyone, but if you happen to be the person that falls into this category of investing and you want to get into investing, this is a great way to get started. Renting out rooms is also known as house hacking. And what that is basically buying a house and renting out rooms to individual people at a lower rental rate than if they rented out a private space. Not only is it more affordable for the renter, but it's also more profitable for you as the landlord than doing a traditional rental. Now, like I said, this may not be for everyone, but if you're willing to sacrifice what it takes to get to your goals, you can do it no matter what situation you're in. It will be uncomfortable, especially for couples or people who are married, but if you're single, if you don't have a lot of money to start in investing and you're willing to move, this is a perfect strategy for you. All right, let me show you how I did it, and then you can copy and paste the strategy or do something similar. I know if you want to go further with it, you'll be able to, but if you're just looking to do your first property and that's it, you need some supplemental income, or you want to live for free or just cheap, this is a great option. So on my first investment property, I bought a house that had 5 bedrooms. The more bedrooms, the better for this. So I lived in one of them, which I was not producing income from that. So technically I was renting out 4 different bedrooms. Each bedroom I rented for $1,000 each. In my market, that's around what you can get for a room rental. You'll have to see in your area and do some research to see what you can get for one. But basically this brought in $4,000 of income total. So I say that this strategy produces more income than a traditional rental because if I rented out this whole house as a normal house rental to one person or one family, maybe I can get around $3,000. Okay? So I get $1,000 more in producing a room rental than if I did a regular rental. Not only that, but if I move out of this house one day, I can actually rent this room out as well and increase my overall income to $5,000. So you can see how you can quickly produce more income with this strategy. And also it's lower risk because you have multiple tenants. So if one of these guys moves out and you lose $1,000, you're not gonna be in a negative situation here. You're still going to be profitable even though you don't have 100% occupancy. With this regular strategy, if you're renting out the whole house to one tenant or one family, and that tenant defaults and can't pay their rent, that's all of your income gone, right? You now have to worry about an eviction or you have to worry about getting the income from them somehow. So here you're reducing your risk and you're also increasing your income. That's why I love this strategy to get started. So simply put, house hacking is better for beginners than traditional rentals for several reasons, right? The first one, it's more income. If I'm bringing in $4,000 and my mortgage and expenses are $2,000, I get to bring home $2,000 in profit every single month with a house hack. Over here, I can only rent the whole house to one family for, let's say, $3,000. If I have the same amount of expenses, then I only have $1,000 in profit every month. So I have double the profit in house hacking than I do traditional rental. Now, I also told you that it's lower risk because you have multiple tenants, and if one of them doesn't pay, it's not a big deal. The other benefit to house hacking is that I only have to put 3% down to get into the house. Over here, I have to put 20% down because I'm buying it as an investment property and I'm not gonna be living in it. So if, let's say the purchase price is $350,000 for this house, 3% down is only $10,500 to get into this house. Whereas over here, for the same purchase price, my down payment is $70,000. Now, I know most people don't have $70,000 sitting around waiting to spend on an investment property, but maybe you have this amount or somewhere near it. And if you don't, you can save some more, raise the capital, and invest sooner, a lot sooner than this. So you can get in with less money, you produce more income, you lower your risk, and not only that, but you possibly, if you do this right, you can live for free, right? In a house hack, if I have 4 tenants paying me $4,000 and my mortgage is only $2,000, I'm not paying to live here. I'm actually making money. The $2,000 is coming into my pocket. I've increased my overall income plus my day job, and I'm living for free. Here are some pro tips from my personal experience. Use Airbnb because that's a free marketing tool for you. It's also a measure of security because they do their own identity verification. And if something happens with the guest, you can call up Airbnb and they will help you resolve the issue. Not only that, but their payment method is already set up in their system. So when the end of the month comes, you're gonna get paid automatically. You don't have to worry about them sending rent and whether it's gonna be on time or not. The other thing I wanna mention is that make sure you're doing leases. If you're not using Airbnb especially, make sure you have some sort of a lease. It doesn't have to be complicated. You can literally go on Google and find something from LegalZoom that's specific to your state and then have an attorney just review it to make sure it looks okay. That's probably the cheapest and best route to take. The other thing I want to say is you have to understand with a room rental that people are going to be sharing the cabinet space and the refrigerator space, and sometimes they share bathrooms. Things can get dirty quickly, so I highly recommend you hire a professional cleaning team to clean the bathrooms and kitchen at least once a month, if not more, depending on how many people and how dirty they get. I also recommend you have a big refrigerator or maybe 2 because people are going to be putting a lot of food in there between the 4 or 5 of you, and it can get filled very quickly. Same thing with cabinet space. Make sure you have enough of it and make sure you have enough parking space. If you have 5 different people living at the house, how big is the driveway and do you have room to fit their cars? Here's the rundown on room rentals. If you have trouble finding affordable housing, it's likely that you have a friend or 2 that has the same issue. And if that's you, you have a huge opportunity that you can take advantage of. I hope you guys have a great day. And like always, keep going, keep learning, and keep grinding.